Hey everyone, it's Tasia. Welcome back to my channel. So for this video, we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be doing the monthly overview plan with me instead of the weekly. I'm going to try and get a weekly out this week, but we'll have to see how my cutting goes. So as for the monthly overview, I'm going to be using it more for fitness and things that just don't change, like bills and birthdays. I really like using the itty bitty stickers for the monthly overview. They fit really nicely, and you can put several stickers in each square if you need to, because that's what I'm going to be doing when I have a workout going on and a birthday going on and a bill due. You're going to need some space to put that all in there, so the itty bitties work perfect for that. The first thing I'm going to start with is my rent, because that will never change, or won't change for the month at least. It's usually due, I think, by like the 6th, but we always pay it ahead of time. They try to say that if the earlier you pay it, you'll be entered to win like this gift basket that they have in the clubhouse. But I swear I've paid my rent like really early. I can't imagine anyone else paying it that early, and I still haven't won. I think it's a gimmick. I think they do it just to make us pay early. And two, what I paid, so I paid like 3 weeks early, and they didn't cash my check until the 6th. I was like, what? Why are we going to pay early if you're not going to take the money? But in any case, I am putting down the little rent due sticker for the 2nd. I didn't put it on the 1st because I don't think they're going to be open. So putting that there, and as you can see, it's really tiny. And then after that, I am planning on doing the 52-week saving challenge. For those of you who aren't familiar with that, basically you do a weekly deposit, and you can either go starting from a dollar the first week and move up, so a dollar the first week, it's $2 the second week, and so forth. But I actually do it backwards, so I do $52 as my first deposit, only because that $1 deposit is just around Christmas time, and I don't want to be putting 52 extra dollars in my savings. I only want to put a dollar. So that's my thought process behind reversing the 52-week challenge. But by the end of it, you have kind of like effortlessly saved over $1,000. So it's a really nice thing to kind of add on to your budgeting. And I say add on only because I don't want you guys to think I'm only putting a dollar in savings. That would be not a very good savings plan. But if you implement this plan with another plan, it's just like another thing, to add on. So better than nothing. Like I mentioned in our last video, or my last video, we're saving up to buy a house, so the down payment's really gonna, that's a huge chunk of change. So anything helps. So hopefully this another $1,000 to add on to moving expenses or something like that is definitely a win for me. So once I have all of those little piggies down, I'm going to move on to my fitness plan. So I'm going to be implementing like a 90-day thing. I was watching TV late one night, and I got suckered into an infomercial, and I bought the PiYo workout by Chalene Johnson. And so when I was living in Hawaii, I was like workout at home fanatic, and I did P90X, and I did Turbo Fire, and I did all of that good stuff, and I like lost 60 pounds, and it worked out really well. So I want to give it another shot. I only chose PiYo because they were saying it was kind of like a low impact type of thing, which is great for me, only because I live in an apartment and I'm on the very top floor, and I can just imagine, so I can never hear my neighbors. It's like a really good apartment complex, but I can imagine if I'm like bouncing around the apartment at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm sure they can hear me doing that. So I'm going to take it easy and do that for my at-home workout. Plus, I am like super out of shape. When we were in Hawaii and I was doing all of those workouts, I got completely obsessed with it to where I kind of needed, like, it was a problem. I had several scales, and I would weigh myself like several times a day, like when I woke up, when I went to sleep, and so I would weigh myself on all the different scales, and then I would average out my weight, and because I didn't trust the one scale, and it just got like super out of control. So Zach took away my scales, and I got better. But with that being said, I kind of like gained it all back. So it took a while to gain it all back, but I did. So I'm going to be using the weekly weigh-in stickers to just weigh myself once a week. And I kind of just need to keep myself in check and not get completely obsessive over it, because weight isn't the only factor. And I have to remember that. So to keep track of all of the workouts, I'm actually going to transfer in the workouts from the workout schedule into the monthly overview. So when you buy the program, it comes with like this little chart that you can stick on the wall, which I'm not going to be sticking that on the wall. It won't look good on my wall. So I'm just going to go ahead and transfer that information into my planner. So I'm going to be using the little itty bitty dumbbells, and so I'll put the dumbbells on each day that I'm going to be working out, and then I'll write down that workout for the day, because they have you working out like 6 times a day, or not 6 times a day, that would be excessive, 6 times a week. And so each week I'm going to change the color of the dumbbell, so I'll just rotate through those. So for this monthly overview, even though there are 5 weeks, I'm just going to be putting in the first 4 weeks, since it's a 3-phase program. But moving on from the fitness, I'm going to go ahead and also include some of the birthdays that are going to be happening in January. I don't really know that many people, so I don't really have that many birthdays to remember. I just have 2 for January. So I'm going to go ahead and use the little itty bitty birthday balloons and just put them on the bottom. When it comes to writing in whose birthday it is, I'm actually going to use a brighter colored pen, so that way it sticks out a little better. So now that I have this all laid out, I was kind of looking at it and I really didn't like how things weren't really separated. So I was thinking about using some washi tape to kind of like strap off, or not strap off, but section off the workouts. But that didn't really jive with me. So I went to my trusty old clouds, and I grabbed some stapler pens. Staplers are my favorite colored pens. And I just kind of color matched them. So I did pink clouds, purple clouds, and blue clouds. And it really kind of just, I don't know, it just added a little something extra to it. And now when I look at the monthly overview, I can just focus on it a little better. Because prior to that, it kind of just all congealed together and looked like a big old blob. But now that I have those clouds there, I kind of can focus on, so the workouts are all sectioned out and it just looks a lot better to me. So Thursday was looking pretty sad. It didn't have anything going on, so I went in and I got the lazy day stickers, and I just took the ones that said relax and put them on all my rest days. So you get a rest day every day. I think if I followed the schedule, I think they like start on a Monday, so Sunday would be your rest day, but that is not how I roll. So anyways, I went ahead and put down my change contacts. So I'm supposed to do that every 2 weeks, but I swear I go months without changing my contacts if I don't put that down. So I have that, and then I just have a few bill dues throughout the month, student loans and all that fun stuff. But other than that, that's about it. I really want to just kind of keep it simple, and that way these things don't need to be repeated in my weekly layout, which will leave me more room for other things. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I'd love it if you could subscribe. I hope you guys are having a great holiday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.